Every gamer, young and old, have either played or heard of Assassin's Creed. The action-packed game has everything a player could want. There's blood, action, and plenty of history to go around. Several other series have been released since the game's initial release in 2007. Every PC gamer's collections is likely to include all of them. Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, let's take a look at how Assassin's Creed came to be. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Assassin's Creed 2007. When Assassin's Creed first came out, it was a visual treat. It had a unique storyline based on the Middle Eastern medieval era, which was the origin of the assassin Altair ibn Lahad. Assassin's Creed 2 2009. Anxious gamers had to wait at least 2 years for the sequel to the original. The Middle Eastern medieval era is in the rear-view mirror in the second installment. The assassin arrived in Italy during the Renaissance period. Assassin's Creed 2 quickly became the series' most beloved title, building on the potentials and support shown in the first installment. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood 2010. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood hit the gaming scene exactly 1 year after the release of Assassin's Creed 2. The new editions continues where the previous one left off. It doesn't stray far from Assassin's Creed 2. The new game has a better management system that allows the player to recruit people in the game as assassins whom they can call for assistance when at war or send on missions for rewards. Assassin's Creed Revelations 2011. While each game in the sequel is unique, there is no doubt about their commitment to releasing the games at the same time. It's also obvious that the next game is always better than the previous one. Revelations, like the Bible, is the final chapter in Ezio's story. The plot shifts away from Italian cities and away from Istanbul, the heart of the Ottoman Empire. The majority of the game's primary mechanics remain unchanged. Assassin's Creed 3 2012. Since the first Assassin's Creed game was released, the storylines and timelines have evolved as well. The timeline shifts back to the American Revolutionary War in the 18th century in the 5th edition. Radun Hagedun, the assassin, adopts the alias Connor in order to blend with the other Americans. In this series, Connor's father is a Grand Master in the Templar Order in the colonies. The game's events are both confusing and exciting. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag 2013. Black Flag continues the colonial era theme, but its story takes place before the events of Assassin's Creed 3. The main character in this series takes on the role of Edward Kenway, who was the protagonist in the previous game. The game's focus is on naval explorations, which is obvious given the pirate theme. Assassin's Creed Rogue 2014. Prior to the release of Assassin's Creed Rogue, there was Assassin's Creed's Freedom Cry, which was initially released as DLC before becoming a standalone game. Except for a few storyline changes, the additions were minor. Rogue is the series' final installment set in the colonial era. It also has a unique twist in which the player takes on the role of a Templar rather than an assassin. Assassin's Creed Unity 2014. Assassin's Creed 2 returned to European cities. Arnaud Dorian is the assassin this time, and he operates in Paris during the French Revolutions in 1307. Aside from the storyline, which is reminiscent of a murder mystery sequel, the game also focuses on more destructive weapons such as RPGs and accompanying elements. Assassin's Creed Syndicate 2015. Syndicate was founded in Victorian-era London. It departs from the previous game's culture of having one protagonist in favor of multiple, including the Fry twins, who remain playable throughout the game's length. The goal of the game is to find a piece of Eden in London. It's no easy task given that the city is run by the Templar Grand Master. Assassin's Creed Origins 2017. The game had been around for almost a decade and had begun to plateau. Before it became stale and boring for players, Origins arrived with a slew of major changes to spice things up and keeps the game devoted fan base happy. The settings and gameplay in Assassin's Creed Origins were altered. Unfortunately, the surroundings were not modern. It actually dates back to Ptolemaic Egyptian times. However, new combat gear and RPG elements are included to give the old formula a new look. Assassin's Creed Odyssey 2018. In 2018, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was released. Despite the fact that it was released after the Origins, its plot takes place centuries before. It is centered on the Peloponnesian War. This game allows you to choose which side you want to fight for, which is a breath of fresh air. You can choose between Alexios and Cassandra, both of whom are mercenaries and descendants of King Leonidas. Assassin's Creed Valhalla 2020. The most recent Assassin's Creed game is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The 12th major installment in the series will be released in 2020. The game is primarily set in the years 872 to 878 AD and tells a fictional story set during the Viking invasion of Britain. Many mechanics in Valhalla are similar to those in Origins and Odyssey, but there is a greater emphasis on stealth aspects for both traversing the game world and combat. The game also relies less on the traditional leveling system and instead focuses on skill tree selections by the player as they progress through the game. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you